Hey, what's up guys, Rep here. So once again, Nijisanji is trending on Twitter, and whenever that's happening, you know there's some big news to cover, and that's exactly what we're going to do today. Now, it's been a nightmarish 2 weeks for Nijisanji. They've been dealing with multiple ongoing situations involving their livers. In addition to that, some questionable decisions made by their management that's making things even more complicated. But about a week ago, we saw the official graduation of Mika Melatika. This is a graduation stream that was met with a lot of people who were upset to see her go because she was such a successful and beloved VTuber and one that was a very big part of Nijisanji. And as sad as people were about this graduation stream, nobody was surprised by it because this is something that she announced 2 months ago. However, people are very surprised by this graduation announcement that was made this morning. So only a few hours ago, Nijisanji announced that their English liver Pomu Rainpuff will graduate on the 20th of January 2024. So in about 2 weeks, she will be graduating. Now, of course, there's always people saying, I saw this coming from a mile away. They're going to, point to a few little breadcrumbs, and they're going to try to pin all these things together on a map and say, we knew all along she was going to be graduating. Well, besides those people, the vast majority of the reaction to this has been one of shock. Okay, this took a lot of people by surprise. She is not only someone who is a very successful VTuber, she's also someone who is credited heavily with the popularization of the English branches of Nijisanji. Now, before we look at some other reactions, let's read the important parts of this announcement. It says, we hereby announce that the Nijisanji EN liver Pomu Rainpuff will graduate from Nijisanji EN on the 20th of January 2024. As a member of Lazu Lights, the first debuted unit in Nijisanji EN history, Pomu debuted in May of 2021, and she always took the lead and pushed forward the Nijisanji EN brand. For over 2 years, her cuteness and passion for otaku content attracted and pomuficated fans from all over the world. We wish her the best on her next journey, and we cannot thank her enough for all of her hard work and achievements as a Nijisanji EN liver. After the 20th of January 2024, Pomu Rainpuff will cease all liver activities. Her YouTube channel, X, and other social media accounts will be made private, and the sale of merchandise and voice contents will be stopped gradually. In addition to it, we will be accepting fan letters for her until the 20th of February 2024. Now, this is definitely the important information. There's some clarifications she will make that are definitely very important, so hang on for those. But here was her reaction. She quoted this, saying, "This little fairy has to hit the road, but we still have a little time left. Let's make this the greatest 2 weeks of our lives. Pomodachi, thank you so much for literally everything." And she linked a link to her YouTube channel, her live stream that she was doing at the time. And here's the stream. I'll put a link to it in the description if you want to check it out. It's just under an hour, so if you want to watch it, there it is. But during the stream, obviously, it was a very interesting experience because this was happening within the hours of the announcement. So a lot of people were just completely shocked. And she was on stream talking about what's happening and the graduation and all of these things. But it was crazy seeing the outpouring of support that she got. It's not surprising, but it was pretty crazy to see. And the collective shock that everyone seemed to be in. And she was also pretty emotional during the stream. Obviously, I mean, it's not that unexpected that she would be. It's a pretty big deal. She's been streaming with Nijisanji for over 2 years at this point. But after the stream, she clarified some things that people were definitely very concerned about. So she says, number one, that was not her final stream. She has more streams coming up over the next 2 weeks. But also, very importantly, she said this during the stream that her VODs and her covers will stay up after her graduation, which a lot of people were very, very concerned about because they didn't mention this in the initial graduation announcement. But yes, her VODs and the very popular covers she's been a part of will stay up after her graduation. So good news to her fans. But also, every time a big agency VTuber, in particular a Nijisanji VTuber graduates, there's the same natural reaction a lot of people have, and they start guessing where she might go next. And you see the usual suspects like VShojo or Hololive. Now, a lot of people think this is a disrespectful thing for people to do after a graduation announcement to predict where they might go next, but I think it's pretty understandable, and if you're doing it in a respectful way, I don't really see what the problem is with that. I think it's just natural to wonder where they're going to go next, because there's a pattern of behavior with agency VTubers, especially Nijisanji VTubers, where they graduate from one agency and then shortly after they announce that they are working with a different one. I mean, there's a reason why VShojo is nicknamed the retirement home of agency VTubers. It's just a pattern of behavior that people have observed, and I think it's very normal to start speculating where they might go next. But another name that was popping up during this discussion about Pomu was Selen. Now, this is a situation that she has been involved in that we covered about a week and a half ago, and the reason people are talking about it again is because, well, nothing really has happened. And that's why people are talking about it. It's not like Selen has done anything bad since then. She hasn't done anything bad in the first place, but people are now focusing on Nijisanji once again, and it reminded them of this situation we recently covered. So to get you up to speed really quickly, she released a cover song that was supposed to be a Christmas gift to her community. This was a project that she put a lot of effort and money into, and when it went live, she made a special live stream to celebrate it on Christmas Day. However, only a few hours after that, she announced that her management was making her private the video. And concerning to people like me was the fact that she immediately encouraged people to re-upload the cover, which, to me, told me that likely the video is not coming back. Because why would you tell people to re-upload a video like that if it was likely to come back, especially in a short period of time? Now, Nijisanji and Any Color would release statements to people inquiring about why the video was taken down, and this statement is somewhat contradictory to what she was saying in her stream. It implies that not all of the parties involved with the cover gave permission for the song to go live, and once they achieved all of these check marks in terms of authorization, the video would be live once again and no longer private. Well, here we are on January 5th. The video has been down for almost 2 full weeks. Nothing has happened. It really begs the question, what is Nijisanji's management doing at this point? Because a lot has happened with Selen, and a lot of eyes are on the situation, but they can't seem to get all of the permission granted. It's very strange. And for those who don't remember or didn't know, shortly after the song was privated, she was admitted to the hospital after an accident, and then on the 31st was released, and she's been recovering since. And that's really been the online activity that we've seen from her over the 1 or 2 weeks since the song was privated. Now, I point that out because during this time she's recovering and dealt with this accident, their management couldn't figure this situation out. While she is quite literally recovering, they couldn't figure out how to get the permission taken care of. You couldn't do it in almost 2 weeks as a large VTuber agency. It seems very, very odd to me, and the fact that the video is still private and nothing has been resolved is just a really bad look for their management, and it's just a sad situation for Selen, who really didn't do anything wrong in this situation, and the song is still being forced to private. I don't know. It's just a weird thing, but people brought this up after more eyes were brought back to Nijisanji after the Pomu graduation announcement. And yeah, that is the Nijisanji related news. We've done multiple videos over the past couple of weeks, and yeah, 2024 is off to a crazy start, but that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please feel free to share all of your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys next time.